What's up? So I want to give you some more specific information about singing with the virtual choir for the 2020 cantata this year, Carrying Hope. The virtual choir is going to be made up of a group of people who will record their parts individually in the similar fashion to the way we did it for Pentecost during the Pentecost project. So if you recall what that looked like, you ended up with a patchwork of videos that all got edited together to create one choral outcome. I know some people can feel a little bit intimidated by having to record alone on video, but truthfully, if you can get through it, you're not going to be able to really hear yourself by the end. And quite frankly, if it's just deplorable, but you still want to do it, come on and do it anyway, because I can always turn your vocal part down and we'll just see you up there with your smiling face mouthing the words. So there are always ways to get around things. So if you want to participate, make sure you do that. Now, this is what we want to talk about. There's 3 pieces of music. Each one of them has some files that go along with it, and all of that will be made available to you once you email me of your interest in participating. So anybody who has said that they want to sing in the cantata, this is the first thing that I'm going to be sending out to everybody. Yes, you may have heard me mention a select choir. That's going to be a smaller group of people. The music will be more difficult to learn and you will need to work on that on your own. So that's going to be people that I pick myself specifically. This is simpler music overall because it's going to be almost completely unison melodies of 3 pieces of music that you'll be familiar with for the holiday. It's also going to be put together to be utilized at different points in the presentation where we can do sing-alongs with the congregation. So even if you're there watching, you'll be able to see yourself up on the screen. Now, this is a particular thing that I think is important to mention. If you are tech savvy enough, and I'm going to leave that up to you, but for instance, right now I'm recording right to my laptop, which has a camera built into the top of it. And if I just look straight at the green light, then you think I'm talking to you. But in reality, I'm talking to my computer. It's recording me, okay? And if I were to play sound out of my computer simultaneously, it would actually re-record that sound back onto the video. If I were to play that sound into headphones, which I was wearing, and sing to what I was hearing in my headphones, it would only record me singing onto the camera and it would not hear what was in my ears, although I would be able to hear it. That concept is basically where we get the idea of doing the virtual choir to begin with, because if you recall, everybody who had to sing for the Pentecost project had headphones where they were listening to the track and singing along with it, but we weren't hearing the track on the camera. Well, if you know how to do that kind of a thing with your own stuff at home, perhaps you have a tablet and a cell phone. So you're going to play the song on your cell phone into your headphones, and then you're going to record yourself on the tablet. Or you have a laptop like what I'm doing. Basically, if you have the ability to video record yourself digitally onto a computer source or phone without hearing the audio and only hearing your voices, that video can be sent to me. And in fact, you can record from somewhere far, far away from Florida and still be in the cantata if you want to. Now, what I cannot do is send you a very lengthy tutorial of how to do all this really particular. So if it's something that you can figure out, or you already know how to do, or you have somebody you can ask to help you, you are welcome to do that. There will be some stipulations because I need to receive the videos in a particular way. So if you record yourself like this, that is going to be the wrong aspect ratio. What I need is this, okay? I need everybody to be in what they call landscape, okay? So whether that's with a phone or a laptop like what I'm doing, or a tablet, I need that landscape, not portrait, okay? And obviously it needs to be of a best quality. So if you make a lot of errors, that's not going to work out. You need to do your very best and send me whatever you've been able to accomplish after rehearsing. That's what those resources are for. in the videos and the sound files that you will get access to when you email that you're interested in doing this. Finally, in order to be able to sync the video and the audio up together, there's something that we're going to do this time that's different than last time, and that is each piece of music has a point at which you will not only hear a click happening, some background tracks, and you'll even hear a guide vocal tell you upcoming what the next section of the music will be. You'll also be able to hear a demonstration and a saxophone sound of your part, so you can follow along and sing with that. And then on top of that, if you watch the video, you'll hear me singing along with that as well. So there's a lot of ways that you can learn the song. But what I'm getting to is that in the beginning, at some point in each of those 3 songs, there's a place where even in the sheet music, it says clap, okay? I need those claps to be in that particular spot each time, and the videos demonstrate that. That is so that if I'm just hearing the audio and watching your video, I know exactly where those are, and they help me to go, okay, I can orient that from that point forward, and it makes it a lot faster for us to edit together. So those claps need to be there. It also means that we need 1 take per song. So we're not going to be doing multiple pieces and then editing them in. If you make an error, we're going to have to go back to the beginning and start over. Okay? So that means we have to record complete pieces of music at once, but they are all short. They're all under 3 minutes, each of them. So it shouldn't be too incredibly difficult. So keep all of that in mind. And if you are uncomfortable with the idea of recording on your own at home, and you are close enough to Hope, we will be scheduling times to have people come in with seasonal attire in a decorated place within the church to do these recordings. And we'll schedule those as soon as this material gets out and you've had time to rehearse it. So in reality, we can begin recording these by as early as next week. Right now it's Wednesday, November 4th. We could probably get started as soon as the week of, what is that, the 10th, 9th, the 8th or 9th, okay? I'll have to put some kind of a schedule together, but just know that as soon as you're comfortable with the pieces of music, we're ready to record you. What I would prefer not to do is schedule multiple recordings for the same person to do different songs. So if you're going to participate and you want to do all 3 songs, then come in when you're ready to do them. You could also prefer just to do 2 or even 1, and that would be fine. Whatever you're comfortable with, when you set your date to come in and record, that's what we'll record, and that's what you will be a part of. So keep that all in mind as you learn the pieces, which, by the way, they are Silent Night, The First Noel, and What Child Is This? They'll be utilized at different places in the cantata, and we'll have this kind of, like I said, patchwork idea of virtual choir. So those are the things that I needed to tell you right now. And then once again, if you're watching this and you haven't seen anything else yet, make me aware as soon as possible of your interest if you want to participate. Our deadline, to be honest with you, I really need to have the choir recorded, all of these 3 parts, these 3 songs recorded by November 27th. So that's the final Friday of November, and that's actually the Friday after Thanksgiving. So ideally we want them done before then, but the deadline is the 27th. I need to have everything for the virtual choir in hand and be editing by then. So that gives you almost a month. And if you're going to do this, you need to set yourself up a date, even if it's a couple weeks away, so that you commit to that. Don't wait till the last minute, or else we may not have time to get everybody in. Okay? So think about that. And if you have any other questions, or you'd like to make me know of your interest if you have not already done that, you can get a hold of me at ken@hopetoall.org, or you could also use musicupdate@hopetoall.org to communicate. Please do not call the music office. Please do not try to catch me in a conversation in person and hope that I remember. Digital is best, because we're going to handle everything that way from now on. We're not doing paper. Everything is going out via the computer, and then you will be responsible for printing that on your own and bringing it with you after you've learned it. So that's the way we're disseminating things that way. Okay, so hopefully that's of interest to you. I hope that we get a lot of people interested in a big response. And this will be the opportunity for folks who want to sing with the cantata this year to participate no matter what your musical level. So keep that in mind, and I hope to hear back from a lot of you. Thanks so much.